November 20th, the master plan. So recently I have been struggling with some connections um, because I've been unclear about how I wanted to deal with them. And so I came up with an analogy that really helps me to try to um, remember how I want to deal with things and how I want to deal with those interactions. It really helped solidify um, how I want to show up in the world because I have a lot of people who are around me that have been hurt in their lives, and um, they tell me to oh, you're better than that. Get rid of them, and to cut people out of my life. And I can't do that. That is not who I am. So I really needed to sit and think about who am I? How do I deal with things? And just really having that picture in my head helps me as well to realize the things I don't want to do. So I've realized that um, I have been feeling like I'm on the outside looking in and feeling like, oh, I wonder what it's like in there, But then when I started having some doors open and people inviting me in, then I realized that I was not comfortable in there anyhow. So, in my analogy, there are these houses and there are people in them and they do all their things that they do. And I enjoy doing some window shopping per se and looking in the houses. But I'm not going to waste my time on the doors that are not open. I might pass by and, oh, that's interesting, but I'm not going to try to knock on any doors that are closed because there are doors that are open to me, and I'm I don't like forcing things on people, I guess. I don't want to be an imposition. Um, so yeah, I'm not going to be knocking on doors, but there are doors that are open, so I will go check out those doors. I don't want to get stuck in anybody else's house. I'm not interested in that. I'm a pretty autonomous person, and so um, I recognized that I just want to visit. But I also want people outside here with me. I want people exploring this world with me. I don't want to be stuck in a house, but I don't want to be out here all by myself either. And so I had found that for a little while, some of the people that I really enjoyed spending time in their house, that I was, spending a lot of time going, come with me, come outside with me, or saying, okay, bye, and then standing at the window and waving at them and saying, come out here, look, it's beautiful out, and so I also choose to not do that and hover. I choose to just give a warm hug goodbye. I'm not going to disappear without any notice. I'm not going to do any ghosting. I'm also not going to leave in a huff and slam the door. Um, I choose to always leave with a warm hug goodbye and an invitation to come join me outside when they're ready. And that way I know that the people that are following me outside and coming to visit me in my space are truly wanting to be there. As well, I need to step away from those houses and not do that hovering, hoping that people will come out, because it might take a while. And that's okay. I do want to let them have their own life path and um, their own experiences without me hovering, but I recognized that I was always grasping at silver linings. And it occurred to me that that's because I was not in shadows, or not in shadows of clouds. I was actually shadowed by the houses that I was looking towards. I was hovering near the houses and keeping myself in the shadows because I was um, hovering at these homes, trying to see if anybody would come out with me. But I choose to not do that anymore. So instead, that kind of left me like, well, what am I doing? So what I am choosing to do is build a space that's open and inviting. So I'm imagining like a coffee shop on the beach, something that isn't a home that is going to enclose other people in, but it is a place that they can come and enjoy the sunshine. They can enjoy some laughter and play and connection, and kind of a hub, like a community center or a coffee shop or something where people go to visit each other when they are tired of being in their homes and need to get out and have some connection. So I see myself as being that space of interconnectedness. And so imagining at a coffee shop, some days there are days when it's really full and the event is amazing, and there's everybody shows up and it's a really amazing time to have those connections. And other days it's a cold and rainy day, everybody wants to stay in their homes and be solitary by themselves with their own families. And so it is going to ebb and flow. It's not as secure, I guess, as having a home would be. But this is where I choose to spend my time, is out here in this coffee shop that is on the beach, I guess, is what I want to imagine. And just really have that freedom of having anybody be able to come drop by and have it warm and inviting to anybody, and um, but not constrictive. Just have it be what people bring to it. So that is my analogy. And just knowing that picture in my head really helps me to recognize how I want to deal with a situation when it comes up. You know, if someone doesn't call me back, it's, well, they've left the coffee shop. That's okay. They'll be back another day. And if again, if it's a cold and rainy day, then everybody's at home and with their own families, and that's okay, because I choose to be here. I don't choose to have that home base that I want to stick to. And it's not something that a lot of people do, but everybody seems to want that home base, or they already or they're stuck in home bases um, that that they don't even want to be in, but they do it because it's secure. And um, so, yeah, I think that a lot of advice that people try to give me has confused me a lot, because I've been trying to figure out how I want to be, instead of, um, or why their advice isn't working for me. Um, because I didn't really know what I did want. So it was hard to say, oh no, that doesn't fit with my big picture. And so, yeah, I'm really happy that I've figured out my master plan here. And I think it'll really help me solidify how I want to interact with people, and take things to a new level where I'm more in charge and less confused. So I really hope it works, and I'm sure that my picture will change a bit over time, but this feels right to me. This feels good, and it's helping me get out of my head a lot more and just be able to relax and trust that I will be able to deal with things as they come up.